Hello and welcome to Cha Time. I'm your host Fahad. In this episode, we visit Sanjeet to learn about swine flu. We also meet Rashmi Bhatia, an art of living teacher. Then we visit an Indian sports club. And in Cha Health, we learn about Ayurveda. On one of our previous episodes, Sanjeet from St. George Pharmacy gave us some valuable information on swine flu. And due to many requests, we are playing the segment again for you. So let's watch it.
Hi Sanjeet. So first off, what is swine flu?
Swine flu is a new strain of swine origin influenza A virus, which is responsible for the 2009 flu pandemic. This has been declared by the World Health Organization in June 2009.
What are the symptoms of swine flu?
Symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, body aches, headaches, chills and tiredness. Some people would experience diarrhea, vomiting and breathlessness as well. It appears they could be infectious from a day before they experience symptoms until about 7 days after they first experience them. Children, especially younger children, may be infectious for longer periods. However, early use of antiviral medicines such as Tamiflu can reduce the infectious period. Remember that Tamiflu is available from pharmacies between the period 1st of May till end of September as a pharmacist-only medicine. And so one does not need a prescription from the doctors to get a supply of it.
A lot of people have been worried about the recent deaths due to swine flu. People have sent in their questions. There's Lani from Papatoe who asks, who is most prone to swine flu?
The very young, people with some long-term medical conditions like respiratory disease, heart disease, liver disease or blood disorders, like the deaths we have had in New Zealand, pregnant women and older people are especially at risk.
Christine from Bucklands Beach asks, how can you contract swine flu?
The main way is through the coughs and sneezes of an infected person. Infected droplets are released into the air and breathed in by others. However, these droplets do not remain in the air long and generally only affect people within 2 meters. It is also possible to get influenza by touching contaminated surfaces and then touching your nose, mouth or eyes.
Shreya from Papakura has a good question. If the symptoms are so similar to ordinary flu, how can people know that they have contracted swine flu?
The symptoms of seasonal flu is usually around 3 to 4 days, but may be up to a week. If symptoms do persist beyond this period, then I would be very concerned and seek medical advice.
How can one prevent the spread of this virus?
Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue. Dispose used tissues into a rubbish bin. Wear a mask. Avoid touching your eyes, nose or mouth. Carefully wash hands often with soap and dry them thoroughly. Hand hygiene is critical. Even when you start to feel a bit better, there is still a risk of infecting others. So keep the 20-20 rule. 20 seconds washing and 20 seconds of drying. Alcohol-based cleaners are also very effective. And keep surfaces clean at home, school and work.
And finally, Rashid from Avondale asks, what must one do if the symptoms get worse?
Use the phone first. Contact Healthline on 0800 611 116. That is 0800 611 116 or your GP. Do not go to your GP or to the emergency department at the hospital. If staff at Healthline indicate that you should, then wear a mask when the ambulance comes and picks you up.
Thank you, Sanjeet. That was really helpful. Thank you.
Indeed, that was very informative. Now don't forget to tune in for next Cha special, which is on migraine. Now after the break, we visit an art of living teacher, Rashmi Bhatia. So see you after the break. A few weeks ago, we did a story on Kadamba Buddhist Temple in Papatoe. Now following on our spiritual theme, this week we visit an art of living teacher, Rashmi Bhatia.
It doesn't relate to any specific religion or any specific country. It is for everybody. So every human being who's breathing can do the art of living and benefit from it.
Over the past 2 months, a variety of different techniques and philosophies from the Art of Living Foundation in our Cha Health segments. Due to the great response that we have had from our audience, particularly from your YouTube viewers, we've decided that it is time to tell you more about the organisation. Rashmi Bhatia from the Art of Living New Zealand tells us more.
Art of Living is a volunteer-based organization. It's the largest NGO in the world today. It has got its centers in 152 countries. Art of Living is knowing more about your own self, which nobody has taught us. In our life we are dealing with so many things, but nobody has taught us. In no school or college we were ever taught how to handle our emotions, how to deal with anger or frustration, or if difficult times are there, how to be peaceful and calm. Because the basic requirement of every human being is to be happy and joyful. And that doesn't happen, because of our day-to-day life and commitments and people's behavior. Small little things, maybe a phone call comes and you're off your balance, and nobody has taught us how to be stress-free and happy and joyful all the time in spite of being in this materialistic world.
The Art of Living Foundation was founded by His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar.
Sri Sri Ravi Shankar is the founder of this organization, and he got the Sudarshan Kriya in 1981 when he was in a period of 10 days of silence. And after that, he wanted to share it with everybody. He still wants a smile on every face, which is a genuine smile, which is not a fake smile. Otherwise, people are smiling, but from inside they are not happy. So it's basically making us, more aware of our own self and how to be happy at any given time and peaceful and relaxed at the same time.
It must be remembered that the Art of Living techniques do not apply to just one religion or race. Rashmi tells us why this is so.
We all are born out of that spirit. We call it different names in different languages. But basically from inside, every human being is connected to each other. That is why when we read about some accident in some other place, we also feel that pinch. If somebody else is suffering in the hospital, we come to know about it in the news, we also pray for that person. So from inside, maybe we are from different countries, different backgrounds, different religions, but inside of every human being is one, being one with that consciousness. So I would say that Art of Living helps you to rediscover yourself, and once you meet your own spirit, your own self, then rest, everything else is so beautiful, everything else is taken care of. You don't worry about small little things, you don't get tensions. Even if there is some unpleasant situation in your life, you'll be able to handle it in a better way. The mind is all the time in the past, we are thinking about the past, whatever has happened, we are angry about it, or we are anxious about the future. Oh, what will happen to me? Whether somebody will be there to look after me, whether I'll be comfortable, whether I'll be healthy. So all the health issues, I would say, are psychosomatic and basically of our own creation. So once we are doing the breathing, breath is the link between body and the mind. Whenever you are angry, how is the breath? It changes automatically. Whenever you are peaceful and relaxed, you have a long and deep breath. So in every emotion, we are breathing differently, but we are not aware of it. So it's, through breath, we can handle the mind. It's another way, of handling the mind, that you focus on the breath, you learn some techniques, and you have the skill of handling the mind then. You can work with the breath and you can relax the mind. As a result, your health improves tremendously, and doctors have done research on this technique and they have found amazing results, how people are benefiting, in all diseases, I would say, being from, common cold to heart problems or asthma or diabetes or any disease.